hear your voice and it recording through another microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on now. Hello and welcome to Sniper Boys for Life's radio channel. I'm here with a special guest, or guests, Future Game Tech Radio. They are also a follower on Spreaker channel that we have here on the website. You'd like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Ethan.
And Count Davis.
My name is Paul Brad. No, this kid is Sports Brad, sorry.
And their Future Game Tech. Today, well, at first, let me say we're going to split up the broadcast. It's supposed to be an hour long. We're going to split half of it up today, and then the other half tomorrow. So, just keep on listening, and then you'll probably be informed about it. We only have about 28 minutes to get this done, which should be more than enough time to do with it. And today we're going to just be talking about technology and the types of platforms and etc. And tomorrow it'll be a surprise for me. So, Ethan, what type of user are you? Are you a tablet user, laptop user, or a smartphone user to get your business work done?
But, do you see tablet, laptop, or smartphone?
Yes.
I'm more of a, I guess I would say a tablet user because it's more ultra portable and I can bring it anywhere I want. And
So you don't have a problem with typing on the iPad?
I don't have a, but I do ask him if I have problems with the iPad.
Right. Who's your other guests? Can you also ask them the same question?
My name's Colin. I'm more of a PC person because I like the options like you get higher graphics and stuff, and you can choose the hardware you want. You're not stuck to whatever the manufacturer gives you. If you want like a higher graphics, faster processor, you can customize the look of it and everything.
Alright. And don't you have another guest?
Oh, the other guy, Fortster, eh? Okay. I like using controllers and stuff, so I like consoles, but because of the fact you can they have USBs, like for the 360, you can plug them in. I like that, but I don't have a PC for playing games, and seeing as how I got 2 jobs, I don't have that much entirely time, so I just really do, like, campaigns and stuff at the college or tournaments, so I guess I'm both, but I kind of wish consoles would go down in price. That's all I gotta say.
Alright, so, Ethan, you're the tablet user, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so which operating system do you prefer? Android or Apple?
Apple.
You have a specific reason why? Other than the price tag?
Well, other than the price tag, which is highly expensive, but for an Apple than an Android. I have used an Android tablet many times before, and never owned an iOS tablet before. And the Android experience I had with it is like it is. I mean, I really have nothing against Android tablets, but just that it's more of that I think that I just more of an Apple fan because they can do a big timeline message and all of that. I can and I have another friend who also has the iPad too, which so yeah.
Okay. So over the 3 main gaming consoles, PS4, Xbox One, and the newest Nintendo, what's that? The Wii U, I guess? That's what I'm guessing it is. Which one of those do you prefer best?
Who are you asking that question to?
Any of y'all. I'm gonna go around all y'all.
I'll go first. I prefer the PS4 over Xbox because like how the PS4 you can actually homebrew and stuff on it to get free games or additional applications, where the Xbox is a lot harder to modify the operating system on it.
Uh-huh.
My personal opinion would probably be that Xbox. I'm an Xbox fan, and I have an Xbox One, so I'll go with Xbox for me.
Okay, just to let you know,
I guess.
once you go Xbox, you don't go PS4. You don't do that. You can't
Well, man,
switch.
if you wanted all of our opinions, so separately though.
Uh-huh. In my opinion, it is PS4 that is better. And I totally skipped over the other guy that I cut off, so you can go ahead and talk.
Oh, me again?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, after, like, the GameCube, I just felt that consoles were just kind of going downhill. So, then PC is better, because you can just get anything you want for the PC. But if I had to pick, I'd go with Nintendo, because I'm a Nintendo baby, even though I don't like the Wii U. But they brought back the fact that you can play GameCube controllers for Wii U, which will be nice.
Yeah, where really kicked off the. Remember the Christmas special Nintendo game? We were old style Wii. You had all the Nintendo games and stuff, and then the so-called updated version where they didn't change nothing about the Wii, but they took away the Game Boy Sport. Yeah, completely. Yeah, that was very depressing.
All right. So in do all three of y'all play Call of Duty Ghost by any chance?
I haven't played it yet, but I would definitely play that game. It was very interesting.
Okay. Well, that blew that question out of proportion. There was another question I was going to ask. Okay. Out of just Windows, which Windows operating system would you prefer most? XP, Vista, Windows 8, 8.1, 7, and any of the 7 categories like Enterprise, Home, I can't say printer mode, whatever, so on.
I'd definitely go Windows 7 Ultimate. That's what I've always used, and so I'm probably going to stick with because I absolutely hate Vista and Windows 8.
Okay, might I ask why you hate Windows 8?
Unless you have a touchscreen, yeah, it's just a nightmare to work. Like, you always, like, you're on, like, the Windows 7 desktop interface to give you, then you want to change a setting or something, they switch you back over to Metro, then you have to try and get back to the desktop. It's always back and forth.
I agree. Yeah, because it's cutesy for a touchscreen, but anything else is no, get off here. That's what they did to all the college computers at the Dome Center for Med.
All right. Do you think it was a good idea for Microsoft to drop the protection on Windows XP?
Yeah, that was a bad move on their part. Like, so many people still use XP.
Yeah.
It just works. You don't have to, it's not really hard to work with, and not really well.
Good idea in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like on their part, there's a way for them to get money, so technically it was good. But for, like, practical use, I guess,
Like doctor's offices and stuff like that are still stuck on XP.
Yeah.
So, from my understanding, some policemen or police officers use Windows XPs for criminal-like activities. Do you think it's possible for one of their computers to get a malware attack or a virus, or somebody can hack into it easier than it normally could have been hacked into before the protection came off?
I don't know, actually. I never did research on that, actually.
Me neither. I just made that up. I just thought it would be a lot easier to get into a computer that has no protection whatsoever on it.
Well, there is some companies that actually continue and support XP where, like, malware bit is actually keeping their support for XP and they're after releasing virus detection for XP though. They really like drop support for XP with just Microsoft itself, but still keep it protected by antiviruses still.
Alright, now this is a big Microsoft problem if you ask me. Okay, you spent about $200 to possibly $500 on a Windows laptop. Now, and we all know that unless you have a school's laptop, they don't provide you with a Microsoft Office type, and if they do, it's a trailer. Do you think they should really charge up to not triple digits, but to $300+ to buy a Microsoft Office product? Do you think that's a reasonable thing?
I've had a lot of problems with Microsoft Office when they give you the trial. Sometimes it gets like that part of the Microsoft trial. It gets stuck in your computer when you try to update to the full version. You actually pay for it, or if you don't want it, you're sort of stuck with it. Some of the times you can't uninstall Microsoft Office and go with your own Office suite you want. Like Xor or Source, they provide Microsoft Office compatible software. It still works with all the Microsoft Office features, but it's free.
Okay. Let's see, another good question. Okay, so why would you think Microsoft would charge so much if they know they have things like OpenOffice and Kingsoft Office that are free softwares and are very similar to the Microsoft Office? Do you think that would be an issue for Microsoft as a whole?
It's not really an issue because lately they've been actually integrated the Office software more with their operating system. It's actually getting more towards the cloud with the newer version like Office 360. I think it's 365 where you actually recently they actually are giving out I think it's 1 terabyte of cloud storage with your Microsoft subscription.
Really?
Yeah, you get. But then Google fired right back at them with their own online Office stuff where you get unlimited storage. You're listing each file. You can actually upload 1 file that's 5 terabytes at a time.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, here's a gaming question. What, out of your own opinion, is any Battlefield game better than any Call of Duty game? Like, just think of both of them as a whole. Don't think of them as each individual game. Think of them as just one large game. Which one do you think would be better, Battlefield or Call of Duty?
It can go for it.
Battlefield's nice because stuff explodes everywhere, which is kind of cool, but for some reason I play better on Call of Duty. I get more kills on Call of Duty than Battlefield, which is weird. But that's a toss-up. I don't know. Actually, that's a good toss-up. Actually,
I think I know why. Most people in general will get more kills in Call of Duty than Battlefield 4, simply because of the fact Battlefield 4 is more realistic, and people in games, most people don't want to go for that realisticness, you can say. They want to just go out and play, get kills, feel like a boss, and not worry about getting killed a bunch of times. And Battlefield, they always have things like the bullet drops. You have to shoot in front of the person in order to hit them if they're running in the direction that you're shooting from. They have all that realism in it, and unlike Call of Duty, where you could shoot through. If you had a sniper rifle, you could shoot across the entire map, aiming at the person's head, and still get a headshot. But in Battlefield, if you were to do it, you would probably either miss them or hit them in the leg, at best.
I know in Call of Duty 4, there's actually only like really one part of the game where the physics really applied to the game, and that was when you're taking out the main boss of the entire game. Do you know what his name was?
No, I do not, sadly. Wish I did.
He was like this like bald guy that was like Cuban looking. Like that's the only part where you like actually had like the cars and stuff. They had like flags on them. You know, she had to judge off the flags which way the wind was blowing and stuff. And actually did affect the sniper bullet in that game.
That's right.
It's impossible to get a headshot. You either take off his leg or his arm, or you get a chest shot.
The first Call of Duty game I ever played was Call of Duty 4, but I wasn't all into that game. And when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I became a Call of Duty fanatic and started playing every other Call of Duty that came out since Modern Warfare 2. And
yeah, 'cause I had Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and it seemed that game was too easy. Like, I could beat that game in 4 hours flat. It wasn't, like, very challenging.
okay, yeah, what is the deal with that? Why did Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare come out before Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Is it like two different, I don't know what they call it, sequels or something? Two different sequels.
Maybe it's like a Star Wars thing where they decided to do the last three instead of the first three times. Nah, they just felt like doing it just because they could, I guess.
Like, you know what? They're like, you know what? We should make a Call of Duty 4 because we know we're gonna make 3 other Call of Duties in between.
We're going to sell them anyways. This is do it, guys. Like, all Saw movies, they'll be perfect. They'll be perfect. We'll be 30 years old and we'll still see those at the theaters. It'll be great. It'll be great.
And I think Black Ops and Black Ops 2, I think they were made from Treyarch. Both of them were, I believe. Now, if you played either one, you would know a huge difference in between both of them. As in the Black Ops, the regular Black Ops being older, like at an older time, as to Black Ops 2 being at such a futuristic time. Do you think there was like too big of a leap for Treyarch to do that, or was that just alright?
That was, I have played Black Ops 1 and 2 like thousands of times, and I have seen that, and I would agree that Treyarch did a great job on both the games. But Black Ops 2, they made it futuristic with having Newtown 2025 map as a bonus map available to it at first as a free map, and then for Black Ops 1 as Newtown, but as an older looking set. So basically, I think Treyarch the best option was Black Ops 2 for the newer look than Black Ops 1. So.
Yeah. And I don't think they are really revising the AK-47. They got, I think, AK-94, AK-12, AK-74. They got all these models, but I would just prefer the regular AK-47. And there's other guns similar to what the AK-47 is going through that I wish just stayed the original gun. They didn't have to do any modifications to it.
You mean like the AK 47U or something like that, the smaller version of the, like just, or it don't have the AK in the name of the gun?
Yeah, but that was okay because that's an original gun. I don't know about the AK-12 and the AK-94 from Black Ops 2 and the AK-12 being from Call of Duty Ghost. I don't know if these are real guns or modifications that Call of Duty decided to make upon themselves.
No, I just looked it up. The AK-97 is actually an official gun that the Army used.
Okay, see, I didn't know that, but I know for sure that the AK-94 from Black Ops 2,
but it is a very old gun.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. So was that gun, it probably was produced before the AK-47. It probably was. Alright, another good question that I think is good. You know, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been doing crazy amount of updates. And
There, PC support coming.
oh yeah, the PC. I don't really want to get it for PC, but the only
Yeah.
full-scale laptop I got really is it has a lot of stuff downloaded on there. It would just hog up a lot of space. I know it would, and it would go really slow.
I have a question for you. What do you think of Steam and all their updates?
Personally, I like the updates that they give, but the point I was trying to get to was I don't know why Call of Duty isn't doing as many updates, because I think the reason they're doing updates is to also keep the gamer wanting to play on the game, but also to keep hackers and modders from messing around with their game and online players. That's similar to what the that $1 million hack was. I think that's why they kept doing updates. So my question is, instead of Call of Duty why is Call of Duty keep on adding map packs and camouflages and new weapons, but they can't do updates to where it would be even harder for a hacker or a modder to get on and mess around with the system?
Yeah, I know what you mean, because before, like the Call of Duty 4 I was playing, like inside of the game disk, there was actually an anti-modded like security program that they included. But what's strange is when you install the game, it doesn't install the protection with it. It was included, but it doesn't install by itself.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is for gaming computers and normal computers. Okay, let's just say you just bought GTA 4, not 5, the $20 game. Do you you wanted to play it on the computer, obviously. Okay, so if you had to, which type of PC would you want? Would you want a $1,000 to about $5,000 gaming PC designed for strict gaming, or buy a digital copy and have it on a notebook or netbook, or have it on a normal full-scale laptop?
I kind of understand your question, but honestly, a $5,000 gaming computer is like a little over the top. Like, I would never spend that much for a gaming PC, because I build my own, and I can spend between $800 to around $1,000 and get way above what a console can perform.
Unless it's Alienware. I like how Alienware looks.
Yeah, they don't overcharge a lot on their stuff.
I like the looks of that. Just throw that out.
Okay, I think
I like to play at home on a desktop instead of a laptop, because if I was doing a laptop, I would end up having it plugged into the wall anyways, because the battery would be drained a lot quicker when you're playing your games. So it really wouldn't help any if I have it plugged into my house anyways, and it's just sitting on my desk. I could just have a gaming desktop that's got more performance. Or just gonna be sitting there.
I had a question. Okay, back to Windows 8, or 8.1, either or.
8.1.
Yeah, you can do either one. I think that should be the same. If you were to download a game from their app store, like Asphalt 8, or let's see, another good one, Hill Climb Racing, I guess, or if you were to downloaded GTA San Andreas from it, like a big amount of space, a big amount of work for the computer to do, would you think of even having a notebook or a full-scale laptop for it to handle all that hard work?
Anyway, would you prefer a laptop or a desktop?
Yeah.
for a desktop. But I wish like games like would give you a choice of disc or digital.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't have the internet to be able to download an 8 gigabyte game, and they need to have the disc still.
Exactly, I agree with that.
Discontinuing the DVDs of the games is a bad move on any like company.
Older version of games, if you go to Amazon, you can get a digital copy, but I'm not sure about the spick and span new games that come out. I don't know if those are.
Most new games, you buy a key and you download the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got about 4 minutes left. I think we can make a few more questions out of this. Okay. GTA 5 and versus GTA 4. Now, besides the missions and the well, not graphics, but yeah, just the missions and the things you could do online, what do you think is better in terms of graphics?
I would say definitely GTA 5 because they're working more with newer game engines because it's going to be on a newer console. Where GTA 5 was PS3 and Xbox 360. The new one's going to be on the newer console, so you'll actually have more performance, and it's more open to developers to use more like graphics options and stuff, where more realistic lighting and physics stuff. It's really restricted with the older consoles. So I would say most PC games and Xbox like One games are going to be pretty close on the same like level of like graphics nowadays.
Okay. The only reason that I like GTA 4 over GTA 5 is the damage you can do to your car. I mean,
that was fun.
Yeah, that is freaking fun. I love that.
You care about where you can actually, it's very difficult to do, but you can actually blow up a car and get out of it and you apply an infinite light mod to yourself, and then you get back in the car before it explodes. You can actually drive a busted, like a blown up car around town.
That'd be pretty sweet, actually. That'd be worth it.
Yeah, it's possible to do, but it's only on the PC version.
Yeah, that figures. PCs.
They can't really input any modifications to the consoles anymore.
PC gamers, I'm pretty sure, are very happy that GTA 5 is out on PC or is coming out. I'm not sure. Because on the PS3 or Xbox, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, any other gaming console, it would be more difficult to actually do mods on there. But on PC, you can get a list full of types of mods for GTA 4 and 5, probably. Very quickly.
Maps and additional maps and stuff to it, and more characters and stuff like that.
Let's say. I'm running out of ideas. Okay. This should be a good one. Do you think that it was for PlayStation 3 or PSN, the PlayStation Network has been providing free online gameplay since PS2 that I know of. I'm not sure about the PS1, but since PS4 came out, they said it's because they have very good gaming quality on there, and that's why they're trying to charge for the PlayStation Plus in order to play online. Do you think that was a good call for PlayStation?
I think it was mostly them trying to meet Xbox, as in you have the Xbox like different memberships and stuff, and this here has an opportunity to get more money. So I can see that they're just trying to match other like competition.
Yeah, and then Xbox is placing their price $100 higher, or that's when it first came out. I'm not sure now, and they're also doing the charge. But we only got 12 seconds now, so I guess it'll be time to go.
Yeah. I got a quick answer. I would think it's uncalled for charging that